Sean, what's up, man? Josh, we spoke earlier on the phone. I want to start out by saying, man, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. And that shows a ton for what you want to do for your business and where you want this thing to grow and where do you want to take it. So that's awesome. That's good for you. So, anyway, let's go ahead and jump right on in this thing. So, what I did here is I went ahead and Googled painting contractors in Cedar Park, Texas, right? So here comes up the map pack listing. You got a few ads and such at the top, which we'll get to that later. But here's the map pack listing. So we got 1, 2, and 3. We got Melmo Painting, we got the Brown Paint Company, and Austin Paint Guys. So Google puts their what they deem to be the most relevant, the most local, and you mentioned earlier about reviews. So reviews play a good part into this. If I've seen like if you've got real bad negative reviews, right? But you can see like this guy here, he only has one review and he's on that first page, right? So what they look for are what we call citations, right? So basically, where on the web, where is your name, your address, your business name? Where are you out there? What makes you the most relevant, right? So like for instance, I went ahead and I looked yours up and I looked up the two. So Mel, we'll look at yours real quick. So ACP Painting, that's you. I looked you up. Basically, you've got 5 sources out there, and we'll get into these later. But 5 sources out there, and one of them's Yelp. So 5 places where you have your name, address, phone number, right? Let's look over here real quick. I want to show you how easy it's going to be for us. Melmo Painters, they're number 1. They have 26. That's it. 26 citations. 26 citations. So that is 100% easily beatable. Bear with me here. Back to the main code. So that's how that works out. That's how they look for local. They look for your citations. And again, it will tie into like your website. So let's look at your website real quick here. I got you pulled up. So I looked at your website. So like you talked about, you said you just kind of slapped it up, which is all good. And you know, I really like the background, looks good. The white, that's clean. Your logo looks good. You know, I think we start by maybe moving over the logo here a little bit, center up your phone number, make it a little bit bigger. They know that you're going to call Sean for a free estimate. Like this right here, we can make a clickable link. And then one thing, like you should have a form on here. Because sometimes people, when they're on the edge, they're not 100% sure yet, but they want to ask questions about it. They'd like to have that form because they're not ready to make that phone call yet. But they want to make that form to reach out to you to ask a question. When they reach out to you and ask you the question, then you get them on the phone. Then you're able to close them. So at least give them the option. Whereas if they see the phone number and they're not ready to talk to somebody, at least they have an option to reach out and talk to you. And then content, which we'll get to. Content. So let's look here. I kind of pulled up, I looked at some of your big hit or your first guys here, and let's see. Oops. Bear with me 1 second, please. So Google looks at, to get your website here, right? Google looks at how many times out on the web is your name talked about, is your address like we talked about, your phone number. What other websites out there on the web are you linked to? That's what we call backlinks. So that's how you organically rank here. Or instead of calling it backlink, let's call it a vote, right? So how many votes do you have that says A, you're relevant, B, you are an authoritative figure in this niche? And that's where the content comes in. Google loves content, loves content. So let's pick this guy here. I think these guys had some good stuff on there. Or even then, so these guys are they're ranked organically up on the rankings there, but they've got a little bit of content here. They've got, you know, some clicks, and I'm talking just on that home page. There's not a whole lot of content. There's a lot of stuff on here, a lot of pictures and, you know, sites we serve and customers, you know, which is all good. It looks clean, right? It looks nice. But at the end of the day, Google has no emotion. Google's, they're bots. They're out there reading text, right? They're reading content. So the more content you have, the more keywords you have, the better it will be. The more that Google says, okay, hey, this is what that website's about. This is what, you know, these guys do. So there's another metrics that I can pull up. So let me Oh, I've got Five Guys painters here, right? They were up on the list. I already have them pulled up. Now, I'm able to see how many backlinks they have. So I know everything that this website has. Only 13 referring domains on there, which doesn't mean anything to you yet, but that's like your votes, right? So all we have to do to do better than these guys is beat them. 71 backlinks. Piece of cake, right? I can even go in there and look and see exactly what keyword that they're using to rank for, right? What they're using for. Painting Cedar Park. 40 times that gets Googled. And they're getting 5 calls a week, I guess, out of that 4.3, plus a couple extra if you mix it all in with that, just on that one keyword. To give you a little bit of perspective here, I'll go ahead and throw yours in there real fast just to show you. So right now we don't have anything, but that's okay because we're going to get there. We'll get there. So that's part of it, right? So getting the backlinks, getting the citations, getting your website out there. Another part of it is obviously we would need to set up a GMB account for you, a Google My Business account, which, you know, I optimize and I'm a specialist in that also. Here's yours real quick too, just to give you a little bit of insight. I found yours over here on Yelp, and that's awesome, right? That's really good. But let's go ahead, dude, get all your photos in here. Let's max this puppy out. Let's get everything in there because we want to be 100% at everything, right? Anything that we do for your website, the Google My Business, we're going to fill it all the way up, all with pictures, all with as much content as we can, as much keywords as we can. So one more factor, I'm trying to make this video a little bit short for you, but so we were talking about the votes, right? And the backlinks and everything like that. So it's not just about going out there and like, oh, let's put my name on somebody else's website and, you know, oh, that gives me a vote, right? Not all backlinks are created equal. So there's this stuff called trust factor and flow with it and your citation flow, and that's a big deal. So like right now, you don't have any, which is okay. That makes it the only way to go is up for us, right? I looked at your top competitor, that Melmo, he's at the top of the list. He has no trust flow. He's got a little bit of citation flow and only 3 backlinks. Super easy to beat this guy. Now we went ahead, that 5-star painters that we looked at. So look, they're on, let's go back here real quick. Where were they at? 5-star painting. They're number 6, right? On the first page. And they're only getting 2 backlinks. 2 of their backlinks is all that their referring domains are showing up. So they have a trust flow of 9. Again, you know, very, very doable for us. So anyway, there is a ton of stuff to go into this. Oh, I wanted to show you just, so here's one that I'm working on right now for a guy, concrete one, just to kind of give you an idea. 34 trust flow, that we've got 16 referring domains, seeing 984 backlinks that we got, and we're ranking this guy. So just kind of an overview to show you where we can go from here. But anyway, man, I can look at all of our competition. I know what we need to beat. We can fix your website. We can get the content in there. We can get the keywords in there. I mean, now is the time. We're getting into like the holiday seasons where everybody's going to get a little bit loose, and now's the time for us to hit this puppy hard and get after it, man. So thanks for taking the time to talk to me. The video went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but you know, at the end of the day, nobody's going to invest. If you're not going to invest in yourself, who is, bud, right? So it takes a little bit of money to make some money. So let's get after this and go make some money. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Sean. Bye.